Ladies and gentlemen, shit bladder. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the TMM Podcast with myself, the Mining Miner, Blader1266, and Tom 5005, who's still playing Skyrim.
Yeah.
So
I have multiple screens.
I do as well, but you haven't thought of what you're going to be talking about this time.
I have the thing up. I have the list up.
Yeah, but you haven't thought of which games. Well, you might have a little bit.
Yeah, I have.
Okay. So anyway, let's
go.
start off as usual. It's going to be a bit of a different podcast because there's no news, like none at all. So David, what have you been up to this week?
Let's see. Other than you fixing my computer, and me finishing Injustice.
How was Injustice?
It was alright. The ending couldn't have been better. Also, the mechanics for the game isn't
Superman
really that good. Superman wins, yes. Superman wins.
Of course he does. Why would Batman win? Nobody likes Batman.
Oh, it's that kind of game.
Yeah.
I've never looked into it, so I didn't even know who was in it.
And Fallout New Vegas is good.
Yeah. I was going to pick that up in the sale, but I have no money, so fuck it.
Did you get any money for Christmas?
No, because I got like a shit ton of other stuff.
Oh no. Wet ears.
Wet ears.
Yeah.
Okay. Very well.
So
Tom, what have you been up to?
Well, I went to Airsoft yesterday.
Okay.
I am like stiff as a board today. It's hard getting down the stairs.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Well, last week you were drunk, and this week you.
Well, we went and shot each other. It was great.
Fair enough. Oh, you can shoot each other with Airsoft.
But yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like me, Tim and James. It was like a free for all. So me, Tim and James were like, you know what? Let's team up. It's not against the rules. So we decided to get in this building, and the marshal was like, all right, 3, 2, 1, go. And it was like, choo, 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 all these, you heard all these shots. And we were like, all right, Tim, James, you look out those 2 windows. I'll guard this door. So I was guarding this door, and all I heard was like, guys, I think they're in here. And I was like, oh shit. Then I heard like thud, thud, thud. I was like, oh shit, guys, we gotta get out of here. So we ran out the other exit. Bam, James dies. Bam, I died. Bam, Tim dies. We were like, oh, we're the first 3 out. Oh, not go well.
The only time I ever fired airsoft was when I was on holiday, and I literally fired at a paper target, and that was it. It was a bit lackluster. Oh, that sounds pretty interesting. So yeah, as I said, today's show is going to be a bit different because there's no news, so we're going to be doing sort of like a little, well, pseudo awards kind of thing, I guess. So anyway, first,
Do I get any awards?
Huh?
Do I get any awards?
No.
Oh.
You get a medal.
I got
It's
gold
only a
medal.
metaphorical medal.
What about me?
You get the award for being the most incompetent co-op partner known to man.
I thought the most annoying, but okay, I can accept that.
Why choose one? Anyway, so first category is most interesting mechanic. David, do you want to go for yours first?
Why not? Amateur tag would probably be mine, mostly
Oh,
because
fuck you, that as well.
Don't nick my ideas.
You nicked my idea! I literally started talking about that in the Skype call earlier. You stole my idea, boyo. Doesn't matter, carry on.
Anyway, the thing that I thought that was interesting about the mechanics is for, do you know the co-op thing that they did? I liked how they had one that like fired the portals and the other one like did the paint.
Yep.
I thought that was interesting how they managed to get that working.
I thought you would have appreciated the door mechanics.
Oh, the door mechanics.
The apparent difficulty of being able to actually get through said door.
That's for the last topic. That's for the, like near the last topics.
Okay. What, gaming mistake, even though I said that's not what goes into that category.
We're making it go in there anyway.
No, you're not. You're not discussing that one. I'm vetoing it because it's the wrong thing. Anyway, I said amateur tag as well, and I was going more along the actual paint gun route because it is actually a quite interesting way of playing through portal puzzles. Is actually being able to shoot the gel wherever you want it, rather than being restricted by where's the spout, what kinds of gel do I have, and all of that other stuff. So that was quite an interesting little thing. Tom, have you got something for this category?
Yes. Recently I got Tabletop Simulator, and and my friends James and Charlie, they came on, and we decided to play a little bit of D&D. Just casual bit of D&D, you know. But it's a relatively new game, you know. I wouldn't say there's that many kind of like features in the game that would help the D&D experience.
Yeah.
So we found this map, just like a blank map with like some walls on, just to like a dungeon. And we found some like RPG characters. I was obviously Sirloin.
Of course.
And to move the character, what we did is we picked up it with the mouse. And once you picked it up, from it being on the board, once you picked it up, it would move up like this.
Yeah.
To notify that you picked it up. And then if you right clicked it, if you like held right click, it would move back down. So if you spammed right click, it would go like.
Yeah.
So what we did was to move the characters, you went like across the board, like they were walking. I like that. I like that. I like the small things.
Yeah, Tabletop Simulator is really, really good mechanics based at the moment. I mean, you can tell, like, from some of the bits, it's still fairly early on, but it's quite good. I had to sort of not let... Because you know how there's a drawing tool, so you, like, draw on the table and stuff? I had to veto Lewis using that, because as soon as he realised it was there, he started drawing phalluses on the table, because that's Lewis.
That's what I did. But there wasn't enough space on the ground, because, like, there was just map everywhere. There was, like, grass and stone everywhere, so you, like, couldn't get to the board.
Oh, well. Yeah, well, that's... So the thing is, like, usually with a award show, people would throw in their nominations, and then somebody else would pick, like, which one would be the overall winner, but we're not doing that because we don't have anybody to do that. So, yeah, that's our picks for most interesting mechanic. Next up is best soundtrack, and I'm personally giving this one to...
Don't you dare.
What?
That's mine. I know what you're thinking.
What? It'll not be the one you're thinking, because I'm going to give it to Electronic Superjoy Groove City.
Oh, god damn it. Good.
I'm guessing you've picked Transistor.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We'll see. So yeah, I mean, the Electronic Superjoy, I mean, the first lot of music was right down my alley. I really, really enjoyed it. But the Groove City stuff was even better, in my opinion. I mean, it's funky as hell, and I just love it. Absolutely love it. Tom, what was your pick?
Actually, it was the you ever heard of a game? No, it was Transistor, obviously. I loved the Bastion one.
Yeah.
So when the Transistor soundtrack became available, I bought it instantly. I don't know if I got it before the game, but I just bought it because all of the songs, they're different from the Bastion ones, because the Bastion ones are kind of more like acoustic guitar, like boom, boom.
Yeah.
Well, the Transistor ones are more upbeat, kind of like techno but stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still nice. It's still nice, Still got the same woman singing.
Yeah. I mean, I really, really enjoyed the Bastion music. I haven't listened to the Transistor stuff yet. I haven't really looked into Transistor because I haven't even played Bastion yet. I keep meaning to get around to it.
Like half an hour. It will take you half an hour, and you'll love it.
Alright, I'll have to have a look at some point. I don't know when. I want to do it on stream, but there's backlog and trying to decide which games. Fucking Monaco, that's in the way.
I mean, we can do that whenever.
Yeah. And
we have to persevere. We have to sit down and go right.
We're
gonna beat this.
We need to finish this. It needs to be done. Actually, on that note, I quite like the Monaco soundtrack, but it's definitely something that goes in the background. It's not something I can just sort of sit there and listen to. Unlike a lot of other stuff. Like, I have to have it sort of playing sort of in the background rather than actually paying attention to it. I can't listen to it on the bus and stuff because it's just But it works well in the background. David, what's your pick?
Fallout. I love the music in it. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Some of them, anyway. I do like
particularly
the music in it.
Big Iron. That was Fallout.
You heard that, didn't you?
Huh?
David, you heard the Big Iron, Marty Briggs' Big Iron.
Yeah, I heard it.
Oh, did you find the what you call it, like the mysterious revolver or whatever it is?
Oh yeah, so that.
One that goes when you pull it out, it goes boom, 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 boom. You put it away, and it goes ba-doo.
I love it.
I'm gonna go just to find that now. That's it's like Fallout version of the Bane.
Yeah, the minute. You're like, oh!
Just ah! Oh, I love that. All right. Well, that's the picks for the best soundtrack. Most memorable moment. Tom, do you want to go first on this one?
Well, I was playing Age of Mythology with a bunch of friends because it was like one of the child games, one of the old games. And back then we didn't really know much about the game. We just kind of oh look, this does the thing when I make this unit. We didn't really explore anything any deeper, but Dylan found these taunts where if you typed a certain number into the console, like 30 or 7 or 29, it would do a taunt. Yeah. And we so I typed in like 7 obviously, and it was just oh, you type in all these numbers. But I typed in 69 and there was nothing, so I was oh well, there mustn't be that many taunts if it doesn't go up to 69. But then James, he typed in 999 for some reason, and let me just link you this YouTube. There it is. That's the soundbite. There isn't the taunts stop at 20 and then go straight to 99. 1 to 20 to 999. Everything else in the middle skip. Yeah. Now, if you can imagine this played at 70 decibels over and over, they can overlap. If more than one person does it.
Oh.
And it's over and over and over, and we're James, stop it, and he's prison.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Oh, I nearly went insane.
I can see exactly why.
Like, at first we found it, we were just like, that's funny. But then he kept doing it. We were like, James, I swear to Christ,
James,
I'm gonna kill you.
Stop it. Oh dear. As myself, mine's a whoa, Skype, stop it. Mine's a slightly less funny one. It's well, it was my particular ending of The Walking Dead season 2. I don't know whether it obviously wouldn't be the same for everybody because it changes.
Yeah, mine's like, oh.
Which ending do you go for? I don't know whether it would be the same. The one that I went for was
Spoilers.
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Well,
you go first then.
Me and Kenny just kind of live happily ever after out in the wild.
I literally that's a Game of Thrones thing. I literally chose exactly the same one.
What? Where they're like coming out? Kenny can't come in, but you can. I'm just like, nah, I'm gonna stay with Kenny.
Exactly. Yeah, I was like, I'll just stay with Kenny.
I mean, why wouldn't you? I mean, it's Kenny.
I know. Like that was a pretty difficult decision to make. That and the one before that, where
the one before that, I think the one before that was more difficult. It's like,
it's like what do I do? Like that was the thing, though. I mean, I was torn between that part and the part with it was the end of episode 4, where you've got all the Russians, and then suddenly there's Rebecca there, and she kind of turns, and you just have to like snap decision, and then everything goes to shit.
During that quick time event, it was like cover or the baby, and I was like cover every time. Screw that child, all right, cover.
I think on that one I got the baby. I'm a nice person, Tom. Jesus.
I was just like, get down, don't get shot.
Yeah, I managed to get the baby, and I didn't get killed, so fine by me. I saved another person.
The baby doesn't die.
People
It doesn't die anyways.
Earlier in the game, did you actually, when you first see, I think it's Arvo was his name, the Russian kid. Did you actually take the meds from him, or did you let him keep them?
Yeah, I stole those.
Yeah. Those are moral as each other. Yep. Just take the meds from him, and then everybody's just like, oh my god, you were literally the worst person in the world. I'm just like, oh, I shouldn't have done that.
It's like, I have system. I'm like, you liar.
So I was like, you're lying, son. Like, fuck it, I'm just gonna take your stuff. That was a good game, Walking Dead Season 2. I really enjoyed it.
I preferred the first one.
I don't know. I think that second one was a little bit higher than the first one, in my opinion. But yeah, it was pretty fun.
Probably because I didn't really get attached to the characters in the second one. I was just kind of like, you aren't really that memorable. I mean, the only memorable ones are just kind of like Luke. I can't really remember any of the names because I couldn't remember them. Just Luke.
Well, I can't remember the names because I'm crap with names. David, what was yours?
I just want to ask it before I even start it. Is it okay if I do Gary's mod or not?
Yeah, I suppose.
Okay then. My memorable moment will be with actually streaming with you at this part where I did that whole trick with the car.
Oh god, that.
My memorable moment. Since Tom doesn't know this, I'll explain what happened. Basically, some guy was he shot me. So basically, what I did was I spawned in a washing machine. Right, there was a car right next to the guy. I said, I'm going to knock them all out.
David, stop for a second. Tom, is David's mic like crapping out for you?
Hang on, speak.
Hello.
Because it was like crackling.
No, it's fine.
Okay, it seems to be fine now. Karen.
Anyway, I hit the car off the guy. It only was one of them.
Nope, still doing
it. Then do I keep on going?
I don't know what's going on, but you sound really, really bad. Keep going, but I mean it's bearable, so just keep going. Oh shit.
Okay. Basically, after that, the car went flying up in the air, and it landed on all of them and killed them all in one go. I had Connor laughing at tears. It was absolutely hilarious.
I'm trying to find it on the VOD to put it on the screen, but I don't know where it is.
I think I might remember where it is.
I think it was the end of the last episode, so I'm just having a quick looky-loo in that.
Yeah, it was the end of the last episode.
Aha! I found it.
It was amazing.
Okay, let me see.
This man. It's like tourists, so.
They'll never do anything.
Whoa! That man. I did not hear any of that because it was just far too loud.
Oh, internet! What's going on?
Whose internet? Mine's fine. Christ, brother. Oh, is it? It's David's internet, I think. We typed in Skype chat, I can't look at it. Anyway. Oh, shit. Yes, do that. Oop. Hello!
Hello.
Oh, Christ, still doing it. God damn it, bladder. Anyway, so yeah, that was, I can't find it, but basically what David did was he used a, I don't think it's a washing machine, it looks like an oven. So he basically hit a car with an oven, it bounced up into the air, and then smushed everyone. Smushed.
That was hilarious.
It's pretty good. So yeah, that was memorable moments. Best competitive multiplayer game. David, you can go first on this one.
Lethal League.
Yeah, I suppose that. We still need to try and play that again. That was good stuff.
Basically, that madness where you keep on like try to hit each other.
Yeah, for those who don't know, it's essentially a projectile fighting game where it's a fighting game crossed with baseball essentially. So you hit a ball around the map, and then that sort of pings around, and if you hit the enemies, then they die from that. But you can't like directly hit the other people. So you have to use the ball. It's when the ball gets to high speed, it is absolutely mad. So that's quite fun. It's definitely an enjoyable game.
Shame we can't do that in the stream.
That's because nobody else has it except me and you.
Yeah, Tom.
Hint, hint.
Sorry?
He's not getting the hint.
I'm not two-player.
We're saying, well, I said I think you should get Lethal League.
Two-player.
That's what I was saying.
It's not 2-player, it's 4-player.
It's two-player.
It's 4-player, sir. Anyway, so Tom, what is your favourite competitive multiplayer game? Is it Dota 2 or CS:GO?
You know, I don't know if this really counts as like competitive, but you're working against other people.
Mm-hmm.
Like there are multiple parties trying to win against each other. That's competitive, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, you know, Town of Salem.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah. You got like the mafia trying to win.
Isn't that like the glorified wink murder kind of game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you'd have like one person is the executioner, they're trying to win. You've got like the murderer, he's trying to win. You've got the mafia trying to win, and like only certain people can detect other certain people.
Yeah.
I was playing with like a group of friends, and I was just like one of the normal guys, just like one of the base guys. And one of my friends was the executioner, and there's like a sheriff. Mm-hmm. And the person who was actually the executioner is like, right, guys, I'm the executioner. I can kill them better. And the other guy's like, no, I'm the executioner. and I think like one of them was the murderer. And we're just like, nah, you're not the executioner. You're the murderer. And he was like, no, I'm the executioner. Like, no, you're the murderer. He's like, no, I'm the executioner.
Yeah, I think I watched you stream that one time. It does look pretty fun.
Yeah.
As for me, I picked. As for myself, I picked Titanfall because I've been recently getting into that quite a bit. It is an EA game, so buyer beware, but it has actually been a lot of fun. And I'm sort of good at it because of the friggin' smart pistol. So yeah, it's a first-person shooter that I actually enjoy. It's really quite good. The only thing I was critical of, which seems to be fixed according to David, is the 50 gig download. That was ridiculous.
Excuse me?
Because EA thought it would be a brilliant idea to be like, yeah, let's include all of the audio uncompressed from every language in the download file for every single person.
Yeah.
See, the great thing was that my thing was actually downloading at like something stupid like 76 megabytes a second.
I was once downloading at 4,000 megabytes a second. It was great.
It's like, oh, the speed!
It's just like Steam. What are you doing?
It's like Steam. I don't know what you're doing, but I like it. Carry on. It's like just game just downloads and the download bar just shoots out the end. There's the speed. So So yeah, the competitive multiplayer games. That is indeed a thing. Favorite early access game. Tom, you wanna go first?
I played Planetary Annihilation.
Yeah.
I played that. I bought that because it was like £5 in the Steam sale, so I was like, I'm gonna buy it. So I played that, and it's quite lacking.
Yeah.
It's like
Wasn't this
It's like if you were to build a StarCraft game, like a robotic StarCraft game,
Yeah.
but without all the depth. Just kind of like put a building down and just keep pumping out units until they die. That's kind of what the game is.
Isn't this the same game that put out early access retail copies, like physical discs?
Yeah, it did. And it was like £60. I was like, excuse me, £60 for an alpha. Excuse me. No. So, yeah, that's why I only got it for £5.
It's like, I don't get how that could possibly be a good business decision. It's like, oh yeah, we've got these limited funds for early access to get the game in a completed state. You know what we should do? We should put it in discs, and we should put it on disc rather, and ship it out to everywhere, which is going to cost far too goddamn much to put it in retail. Why? Like, it's on PC. People on PC don't buy on retail because Steam exists. Why are you doing this?
I mean, Planetary Annihilation is my favourite, early access game. That's got to be like Rust, and not purely because of the gameplay, but if you do like the Rust, we call it the Rust walk, where you crouch, look up into the sky, you go like, and you just kind of do this.
So it's a lot like the Spy Crab.
Yeah, just because of that.
All right, David.
Expendables.
Yes.
So basically, the off version of
Broforce
Broforce, yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the extra one, but it's free. This one.
Yeah.
It's only in single player. This one though. It doesn't have multiplayer. They didn't do that. However, it is actually quite good.
Yeah. Well, that's the only problem I've got with the Expendables is that it's just single player. Like, I can't imagine Broforce being half as fun on your own.
Yeah, without
that is a very much a co-op game.
I mean, with the grenade, and it's like, don't worry guys, I got this.
Oh, that was brilliant. So it's just like, right lads, throw the grenade, go down, land under the grenade, explode, die, and then spawn as a second character, run straight off the cliff and down into the chasm of doom.
It's like, I tried.
And then one of the bits where you're like, we were fighting the same helicopter, and you're like, don't worry, I've got this, I'm Blade, and then you just jump towards the helicopter, into the blades, dead.
Especially like when your character kind of got stuck in the ground.
Oh, that was definitely. It's like, yeah, we're just gonna sit underground. Okay, fair enough.
Or when I speed run the whole thing.
You did one level in like 12 seconds.
No one's gonna catch.
We're just like, David, respawn somebody, you're gonna die. David, respawn somebody. It's just like done. That was quite good. As for me, I'm gonna pick Prison Architect because that is a very solid early access game. I haven't played as much of it as I should have because I need to get back on the way.
One of the many early access games that will actually be good.
Yes. Well, there's a fair few. I mean, there's things like, I think this year was sort of the year of failing miserably. Next year's going to be the year of early access games all coming out because Prison Architect's pretty much ready. Kerbal Space Program's pretty much ready. I don't know about Starbound. I haven't played that for a while, and many more are probably going to be ready for release fairly soon. So yeah, I mean, Prison Architect. It's one of those games which I don't get why it's still in early access because it really doesn't need to be. Like, it's pretty solid at the moment, and they can literally release it and say, alright, well, we're just going to constantly keep updating it with new content and stuff. That'll be fine. And I mean, obviously, Kerbal Space Program was second in the run-ins for this, but Prison Architect really clinched it for me, because it's more relaxing. Like, it's an easier time than Kerbal Space Program, because with KSP, you've literally got to manage every single aspect, and you've got to sort of adjust slightly, and you can be on one mission for, like, an hour, and then suddenly one cock up, and it's just all done. So, yeah, Prison Architect's a bit more of a relaxing time for me, and that's why I picked it.
Mm.
So next one, best visual style. Tom.
The Telltale games, obviously.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna choose the ones that kind of look more like the Walking Dead ones.
Yeah.
The one that are heavily on like the cell shading.
Yeah.
Because the new ones like not so much Tales from the Borderlands, but definitely
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones is not the same art style.
Yeah, that's one thing I was a bit confused by. Is like they're trying to go a bit more realistic with it, but try and keep the same style at the same time, and it just looks.
Yeah, I don't like the art style for Game of Thrones. I prefer if they just kept the same one with the Walking Dead, because I love that art style. Thought it was like the best, especially with the Wolf Among Us. That also.
Mm. Well, one thing I'm quite interested to see what sort of art style direction Telltale's going to take is with that Minecraft game.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Minecraft story mode.
Yeah,
I'm like, how are they going to make a story out of that? Like, because at least most of the stuff they've chosen in the past actually has a story to speak of. And then you've got Minecraft, which just doesn't. Like,
It's a sandbox game. How do you make a story out of that?
Yeah, there's no lore to Minecraft whatsoever. How do you make a story out of any of that? So with that, I think they're going to be biting off more than they can chew. But hey, David.
This one I'm stuck with 3. Because I can't just pick one game for this.
Okay.
My 3 are either Batman Origins or Titanfall or Tomb Raider. I think they've got good visual
Like which
styles.
one? Like the
Which Tomb Raider?
the top down one or the not top down one?
Which one are we going over about? Tomb Raider.
Yeah, the top down one and the not top down one.
It's like the newish one, not the one where you can have like multiplayer. You know what I mean?
I think it means the not top-down one.
The one with boob physics?
Kinda, yeah.
Because I like that one as well.
Yeah.
Because like the one that's top down, the Temple of Osiris, because that came out like last month. That one,
Yeah.
just like this isn't a Tomb Raider game. This is like a shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
This is an
So
arcade game.
For the way it
This should be
looked,
free.
it made it seem like it was like one of those like, do you know that games that you play on your phone? It looked like one of those type of things. You know what I mean?
Wait, was
exactly what it is.
Was it not a
toilet
mobile
game.
game?
It's not a mobile game.
No, it's not a
just-
mobile game.
It's,
Oh, okay, I thought it was.
It's like if you took Bastion, zoomed it out, and made it like very linear.
That's bloody stupid. Oh well. Alright, so anyway. I picked Valiant Hearts. Despite the fact I don't like Ubisoft stuff over the past year, Valiant Hearts art style is actually quite nice. Like, it's a really nice looking art style, but it manages to sort of convey all of the grim stuff of war, and a lot of the emotional stuff can be done in that style as well. It is really, really, really nice. I was gonna say I was torn on another thing, but I can't remember what it was, which is exactly why I've written these down, because otherwise I'd be like, I don't remember, I've kind of forgot. So yeah, Valiant Hearts for me has one of the best visual styles of the year, and I really, really enjoyed it. Best storyline. For this one I picked The Walking Dead Season 2. As we described earlier, it was just, there were a lot of moments where I was just like, oh shit. And I didn't have, from what I can remember anyway, I didn't have those same kind of moments in Season 1. At least not as many of them. Whereas with this, I was obviously like, oh, okay, what do I do now? So yeah, I picked Walking Dead Season 2. David?
Tomb Raider.
Why?
It actually has a good story.
Mm-hmm.
Some
thing is-
people would disagree. Some people would just kind of be like, "All right, this is them showing off their graphics because
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
Goat Island." Oh no, it's quite absurd.
Yeah.
They bring in like voodoo magic in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm
Okay.
not disagreeing. I'm just like some people have and will disagree. Sorry.
David.
Yeah.
Do not.
It's not my fault. He came in my room.
Okay, is he nearly done?
Oh,
Well, I'm on webcam, so.
that's a nice box.
Go for it.
It's a nice box.
It's actually my box.
It's a
Nice
box.
box.
Yeah. Yeah, I got that.
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Wait, finished. Thank you. Anyway, continue.
That was a thing. Anyway, carry on. It was you talking, David.
Oh, sorry. I forgot what it was there.
God damn
Anyway, jeez. Anyway, I picked Tomb Raider because the thing is, there was a lot of moments where, like, where she got injured and everything. I was like, what the hell is going on here? There's like a lot more blood than usually I'm used to for like that. So I thought it was kind of good for a good storyline. Tom may disagree, like you said before. But other than that, yeah.
I've never really been that interested in the sort of story of Tomb Raider. It's very much been a sort of gameplay based thing for me. Like I've only really played 2 Tomb Raider games. I played Anniversary and Legend. And I remember playing Anniversary on the PS2, and I got stuck for ages on one of the stages. I think it was one of the ones where you're fighting the centaurs or something, and it was just. But yeah, I'm really being interested in the story for Tomb Raider personally.
I'm trying to think of which one that one is.
Which one? Anniversary?
No, though, there's sometimes there's just usually only played Anniversary, right?
Yeah, I played Anniversary on the PS2 and Legend on the PSP, I think it was.
Okay.
Anyway, Tom?
I was gonna say like what is it? The one with the stamper?
Battle Block Theater.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, but I haven't completed it, so I don't think I have enough authority to speak of the game. So I'm
It
gonna
has
say
got a good story. It has got a good story.
You know,
Very
Thomas
humorous.
Was Alone.
Yes.
I like that.
Uh-huh.
I mean, like, you look at the game and you be like, how the hell is this having a storyline? It consists of cubes. Well, it consists of squares, not even cubes. But it's the narrator. The narrator does it all. Like in Bastion, the narrator does 80% of the work in that game.
Yeah,
like
Thomas
those
Was
games.
Alone was really, really good. I mean, I haven't completed it yet because I've tried playing it, but I've kept. Well, when I've been playing it, I've kept having to fix my PC, so I've kept erasing my save file. So I haven't got around to finishing it, but from what I've played of it, is the story's conveyed really, really well, especially for what the game consists of.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. So biggest gaming mistake, and I think everybody saw this coming from me. Nothing other than Assassin's Creed Unity. Oh lordy, lordy, lord! This was a classic case. This was just basically, if you ever go into game development, look back at everything that's gone on for the Assassin's Creed Unity launch and just don't do it.
Don't do it.
Like, don't release your game as a broken pile of shit across the board, and then when people point out your shit, don't try and blame other people like AMD. Fucking Ubisoft. Like, oh, it's all AMD's fault. Well, it's broken on Nvidia cards as well. I don't know. Fucking hell. It's like,
Podcast gets taken down.
what, 'cause Ubisoft's butthurt?
Cease and desist.
She's just to stop talking shit about us. They're fine. Ubisoft know that they're shit. Well, they should anyway. But then again, they don't admit to their own faults, so maybe not. But yeah. This is one thing I've noticed, like, throughout this year as well, is that companies believe that they can get away with releasing games in half-finished states and be like, oh, we'll just fix it later, and then they never fix it, because you know how that goes. Actually, that said, Ubisoft's finally trying to get Watch Dogs fixed. Like, it's relatively good at the moment, and luckily now I've got a graphics card that can just overpower it anyway. It's like, let's just crank this up to... Like, side note, I'm able to crank Watch Dogs up to Ultra now, and that game is beautiful. Especially if you get the E3 mod for it.
Well, you'd expect it to be.
Oh, yes, it is brilliant. But yeah, it's still sort of like arse. Who's gone for this one? Is it just me?
I've done this
See,
one.
that's gone so far.
Yeah. David? Actually, yours was the stupid thing that I told you not to do repeatedly, so meh. Tom?
No, I actually have one for this.
Okay, go ahead.
I actually changed it, because the thing is, I changed it before I even did this.
Okay.
I said that I wanted to, but I didn't really talk about it. Anyway, Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods. The reason why I found that there's a mistake involved with that is because the thing is, with the battling, it has you controlling 6 bloody players at once. That is bloody retarded.
How
David,
do you
people who
do
play
that?
Dota have to control 7, alright? And then each 7 of those have 4 different buttons to press in different, like, the different patterns, right? Yeah, it gets worse.
It gets worse and worse.
Right,
It gets
quick,
worse than Dragon Ball Z.
Quick intermission. I'm gonna restart Skype because the call's just crapping itself again. So I'll be back in just a second.
Nice.
God damn it, Tom. We got a nice from Tom. Right, so I'm gonna actually quit Skype and restart it from the ground up because it's just crackly as fuck and I have no idea why. Are you sure you want to quit Skype? Yes, I am. Skype. No, not Decape. Skype. There you go. Yep. Okay. TMM Podcast. Call. Evening.
Evening. Should I continue?
Yeah, go ahead.
Basically, after that... There we go. Anyway, after that, the reason why I also don't like it is because the thing is, if one of the people on your team dies, you basically lose the whole entire game. It's kind of stupid. I don't like that. Because, like, with the past ones, they've had, like, if you lose one character, you can still be in the game if you have more characters on. But with this, if you just lose one character, it's, like, the end is really retarded.
That seems a bit weird. Tom?
I'm gonna choose not the biggest gaming mistake, but I'm gonna choose Rome 2.
Yeah.
Total War, because the AI in that game, it's been fixed, but the AI in that game up until recently was not the best. Like you'd be attacking a city, or a walled city, and when sieging a city, you have to wait. You have to give time for your soldiers to build like ladders or like siege contraptions. So you'd get yourself like three sets of ladders. So you'd have like 6 big old ladders, and you'd wheel them up. You'd wheel them up to the walls, and then you'd order your soldiers to climb up to the top of the walls. But instead of doing that, they just kind of run around the ladders for a bit.
Yeah.
All the while getting peppered by arrows. You're like, excuse me, you just walk up these ladders, thanks. And they're like, no, I'm good. They're good down here. I'm like, oh God. So you'd end up like, your gaming experience would just be worse off because the AI doesn't do what it's told.
Well, on the subject of bad AI, one game that really needs to improve the AI is fucking Payday 2. Like, that game is impossible to get into unless you've got friends to play with, because from what I've heard, if you jump into a game with random people, they'll just kick you, because they'll just, like, get good scrub.
Yeah.
Or you play with the AI, which don't do anything. Like, they'll occasionally shoot things, and nothing more, like, they won't do any of the other stuff. It's like, okay, I'll just do all of this, you lazy fucks. Yeah. So yeah, that game really needs to get shit together with the AI stuff. So yeah, that is biggest gaming mistake. Developer of the year, Tom.
Dev of the year.
Yes.
Dev of the year.
Yeah.
You see my no devs.
God damn it.
And you've got like
He doesn't know.
yeah, those devs. You've got
Do you want me to interview?
Guess we'll skip Tom. Yeah, there, go ahead.
Yes.
I would laugh if I said Ubisoft, but I'm not going to.
If you said Ubisoft, I'd smack you for being stupid.
It's Bandai Namco, why I think, because like they haven't let me down with most of the games they've done, so I think they've got I think they're a good developer.
I said Telltale because they've not.
Oh, you bastard!
Were you gonna pick that?
I was gonna.
Oh.
Hang on, where the hell are they? Where's Steam search? Oh, there it is.
Connor, you continue, because like
Alright.
it's gonna be a while.
Yeah, as I said, well, Telltale is one of the few devs this year that just haven't been really, really, really crap with like everything. It's like, oh yeah, they're thinking like, how do we make a good game rather than how do we get the most money out of the schmucks that buy our game, like every other developer has this year. pretty much. So yeah, that's why I picked Telltale, because they're one of the few non-shitty developers left. Tom, you actually thought of something for this one?
Yeah, for Axis.
Ah.
They brought out the new
Beyond
Civ.
Earth. Yes.
They brought out a new Civ. They brought out XCOM. Yeah, lo and behold, they brought out like well, I'm talking about XCOM Enemy Unknown here in the DLC. I'm not talking about like XCOM the Bureau, which we don't talk about.
Was the Bureau not very good?
No, it was not by any stretch of the imagination. It was not.
I've got that in my library, but I haven't played it yet because I don't go around
It's
to it.
just like for Axis.
Wait, I'll be right back. I'm getting yelled for.
Okie dokie.
I can't think of what
Oh,
other
yeah,
games they
you
had
go.
a hand in. But those two alone, they're like, yeah, great. I love those games.
Yeah.
And is there anything else? Civ 5, that was great. That wasn't this year, I don't think, but that was still great. Love Civ 5.
Yeah, another game from them that I've that I supposedly really got to play is XCOM. Like, I haven't played Enemy Unknown.
Enemy
yet.
Unknown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love that. It's
I
lovely.
got Enemy Unknown a little while back because I think it was the 2K bundle on Humble Bundle I got for now because people were giving it away, so I was like, alright, so I'll just have that. So yeah, I haven't played it yet, but I'll have to get around to it. And I'm not going to be playing the friggin' what is it, the Long War mod? Because I've seen people play that. And
Long War.
Ooh, it's basically XCOM but a million times harder. Look it up; it is just brutal. So yeah, that's I don't even know what we're up to. Developer of the Year, that's what it was. So to sort of
David.
go against to sort of go against that, worst developer of the year, and I think this is a pretty predictable one. Ubisoft, as explained earlier with effing Assassin's Creed Unity and Watch Dogs and pretty much all the other stuff. Like, how can they justify charging 50 quid for Unity? No, that is not how freaking exchange rates work.
I got it for 50, but that's not just the base game. That's like the goodies and stuff.
Yeah. You got like the collector's edition or something. It's like it was literally 50 quid. I don't know. I think
Ubisoft
they've
and not Steam.
yeah. I think they've put Far Cry 4 back on the UK version of Steam, but they haven't put.
Yeah, they have. But that's £45.
Yeah.
No, they've put Unity on the UK, but it's the same. It's £45. It's like.
Why didn't they put it on? Oh well, I'm not buying it, so I don't really care either way. I'll get it on G2A or something when it's cheap enough and when they've actually got their shit together. Good lord. Whoops, I'm kicking things now. David?
Ubisoft.
See, I'm picking Ubisoft as well.
You don't even have to ask.
Same reasons, I assume.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of pick EA this year because they've actually... I was going to say they've done quite well, but it's like saying, would you rather have this pile of shit or this pile of shit? It's like...
Yeah.
It's like, it's sort of the lesser of two evils in this situation. Tom, I know it's a developer thing, so you're not going to...
Well, you know the guy that did Daisy.
Yeah.
Well, you know how he kind of was like, yeah, I'm gonna do Daisy, and then like later he's like, nah, I'm actually just gonna go climb Mount Everest, and then leave that
He
game and
literally
never
just
develop it
left.
ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah. That he's a scumbag. He's not nice.
Yeah. Well, has like production for Daisy just stopped? Or...
Halted. Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
It's not a thing
shit.
anymore.
Wow. They've literally just left it in a buggy as shit state.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, lads. Yeah.
Good job.
Good work. Yeah, that was pretty much doomed to be a failure from the start, frankly. I mean, I saw and this isn't just because I'm not a fan of zombie survival games in general, but I didn't see any merit in it from the start. It was just... Yeah. It wasn't nice.
I played it. I played the mod.
Yeah.
And it was like... Once a zombie was after you, that's it. You were dead.
Yeah.
You know, right you will. Next
Wait,
to
was
kin.
there
No
literally
chance.
no sort of time before they would sort of go off on their own and just realise that it was just an exercise in utility?
You had to get like a kilometer away from them to do that.
Wow. It's like they would just follow you forever. That was just silly.
It was horrible. Like, it was so bad, and it took you like ages. Like if you had this axe, 2 hits at the most would cut off the head. No, and like 1 hit from a zombie, that's it. You were dead.
That's ridiculous.
Gee, thanks.
It's just like, yeah, let's increase the difficulty by just cranking all the bullshit levels up to 1,000, rather than actually making a good game with decent mechanics, which would, like, a game. The difference between a game being hard and like punishing and challenging is very big. Like in a game, if you're gonna lose, then you should lose because it's your fault, not because the game's like, oh yeah, we're gonna arbitrarily make this just bullshit on so many levels. Like you have lost because of your incompetence. That's what it should be. So yeah, apparently Ubisoft is is hated amongst us more because Bladder chose it as well. I'm gonna skip that section because I haven't actually wrote anything down. So most
for favorite game.
Yeah, actually I'll let you two do
something.
it. I haven't got anything for this year anyway. I might.
Okay,
do something
Tom,
last
do you
year.
want to go first or do you want me to go first?
You can.
Okay, I'm gonna say Batman Origins because so far I think that's a...
Supposedly Origins was a bit less critically acclaimed than something like Asylum or what was the other one, City.
Arkham City.
Yeah.
Thing is, I like them because the thing is, I like what they did with it, but the thing is, there was some parts that didn't in the same contents, if you know what I mean. Where I thought it would be good if they followed on with how they did Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, and then Arkham something else, knowing that. But they can't really go any further than that. So I thought they could have done something better with the stories, to be honest. But I did like the game in general because it did have a good, somewhat story of the older version.
Right. Well, for me, the one that I would have picked would have been Assassin's Creed Unity if I'd played it, but I wanted to pick a one that I've actually played, so I picked Splinter Cell Blacklist. Like, I mean, gameplay-wise, this was quite interesting, but story-wise, it was a little bit... It fell flat. And the fact that they changed the voice actor for Sam Fisher just pissed me off to no end. It's like, this isn't Sam Fisher. He sounds like some stupid teenage boy now rather than being the gritty sort of cynical old man that he used to be. And that was like the basis of Sam Fisher's character. You can't just change that and expect people to accept it. It was stupid. So Splinter Cell Blacklist, that was a letdown on so many levels. Anyway, that moves on to favourite game of 2014. Tom?
I thought we did that.
No, skipped over it, I think. Oh no, I did a disappointing game, didn't I? Whoops. Well, my favourite game...
I was like, where are you getting on a
What's going on?
I have no idea, it's all falling to crap. Anyway, so my favourite game, it's technically not from this year, but I would say Euro Truck Sim because I've been really, really enjoying that. Like, that is a game I've sunk a lot of time into. And it's not fun necessarily. It is just relaxing, and that's what I really, really like about it.
It's fun when I play it.
It's definitely interesting when you play on the multiplayer, especially with you. Fun. Anyway, so yeah.
So basically, me and Tom have to do most disappointing since you kind of have to.
Right, most disappointing. I said Blacklist. I've already explained it. So David.
Tom, I'll let you go first.
Ah, damn it.
No, because I went first with the other one. Tom, go first.
Alright, Tom can go first.
For this one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what Planetary Annihilation, because it's just lacking in every field.
Yeah.
Like, I was playing the game and I was like, all right, let's put these walls down so they can't get in. Let's put these attack towers down. Let's put these buildings down. Let's make all these troops. And in the trailers, I saw like asteroids colliding with planets, and I'm like, yeah, I want to do that. So I was like, let's make this space station, this satellite uplink. And I was like, yeah. And then their enemy commander walked over to my base, got herself killed, and I won. Before I'd created like 10 units, so I was like, okay. I mean, if you want to play like that, I mean,
just walk over and
he walked over my base, died, and I won. Without a chance to play the game.
It's just like, you've won the game, GG. Like, that's one of the situations where winning
this game
is not like fun. Like, you want to earn the victory, it's literally just like, oh, the AI literally just walked into my base. How
he
brilliant.
literally killed himself for me.
Yeah. Also, people have been complaining about that game. I mean, some people have been saying it's a good like difference, but like the spherical maps where you can go around, like just walk around the other side. Some people have been saying it's annoying, but some people have been saying it's actually quite good. What's your thoughts on it? Well, actually, have you had a chance to find out yet, or have the AI just keep coming to kill themselves every time you try and play?
It did that twice, so I was like, yeah, I'm done with this game. I'm not.
Oh, okay.
It would be so much better if just more time was put into it. Like, it's not polished.
Mm-hmm.
Like you know, You didn't play Star Wars Battlefront 2, but there was like this Galactic
Oh,
Conquest.
I know what
campaign
you mean.
Where there'd be like different planets and
Yeah.
like you'd paths between the planets. And you're like, and you've got your ship above the planet. You're like, I'm gonna go here, so your ship would move there. It's like that, except the planets are just kind of like blue, red, or purple balls, depending on what color your team is. And then you assault the planet, and like Comic Sans had just come up like you won. Like,
What?
Gee, thanks.
Yeah, when it's just Comic Sans, you know, it's just like, yeah, nobody spent any time
like,
on this.
Like this unfiltered text comes up saying like, would you like to attack this planet? Yes or no? And it's like, just
I only have one more topic to talk about.
fix your game, make it look prettier.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. The Planetary Annihilation is still technically in development, though. So
yeah, it is.
That's still got a way to go. But
I thought it was late beta though, which is why it was so cheap.
Yep.
By the way, can I move on to mine because I gotta go.
Yep. Well, we'll do yours and then round it out.
All right. Tom's gonna like this, but Middle Earth Shadow of Mordor.
Well, you were disappointed by that. I thought you quite enjoyed it.
I did, but there's only aspects I don't like about it. Tom might agree with me on this or disagree. I don't even know. Do you know when they have like a set of bosses that you have to defeat, Tom? Yeah, and then once you've defeated those, like you go to like the higher ones up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know if you get killed by like a random orc or anything, or Urik or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they become like the boss. Yeah, I don't like that system.
Well, the Nemesis system.
Yeah.
Well, basically the main thing of the whole game.
I didn't like that part of it.
I was playing it and it did get frustrating. Like,
Yeah.
you'd get killed by this orc, and it would like promote him, and then it'd kill you again, and you'd be like, right, I'm coming after you, you little shit, and then you'd go after it and kill you again, and you're like, all right, that's it, yep, top of the list. You'd go after it again, and it would kill you again, and it's bullshit, and you're like, ah, and it's.
But it gets like stronger and stronger every time or something.
Yeah, and they would, which means they were harder to beat. And they would like taunt you like, yeah, so you're a weak man. And you'd be like, oh.
Oh
yeah, that's
dear.
the one reason I didn't like it.
Yeah. Well, that's one reason why. Well, I didn't know who's the developers for Shadow of Mordor. Was it just Warner Brothers?
I think so. I think so, yeah.
Oh, it was Warner Brothers. Like that, they were sort of second in the running for worst developer of the year. Like the shit they did to quote unquote promote Shadow of Mordor. Like you would not get an early like press copy unless you decided to sign this brand deal. Yeah, like sign the brand deal, which doesn't let you show any bugs whatsoever. So that's just misleading and just shitty in general.
It was also like, all right, here's the season pass which you are allowed to buy. What's part of the season pass? A little bit of DLC. Not like the Borderlands season passes, which are like 9 hours of content. You've got like, I don't know, half an hour of content, because half of the season pass DLC are reskins.
Oh god.
And you're asking £20 for reskins. No thanks.
Oh, by the way, the developer was Monolith. Monolith, that's it.
Yeah. Well, it was. I would think Warner Brothers, since they're the publisher, they were in charge of all of the PR stuff, and that's the bit. That's the bit I've got quarrels with. So, yeah. But anyway, that pretty much concludes this thing that we've just done. TMM Podcast Awards, I guess. So anyway, whoa, that's the thing. Hey, there we go. So last news, thank you all very, very much for watching. That's actually the last podcast of the year, because it is the 29th of December. Good lord.
Oh.
So yeah, thanks for watching, and we will see you again next year, I suppose.
God, we'll see you next year.
Yeah. See you later.